Looks like the Democrats are finally bringing out the big guns to deal with Zohran Mamdani in the New York mayoral election. Now, while leftists are still mulling over how we feel about Zohran Mamdani, given our very recent trauma of dealing with the AOCs and the Bernies of the world, and Republicans have decided that because he's brown and a Muslim, Mamdani is effectively Osama bin Laden reincarnated, the Democratic Party decided to call on the services of former Governor David Paterson to write a scathing letter criticizing Mamdani about... Actually, I don't know what he's criticizing, but we're going to talk about it. Maybe y'all can let me know. Paterson says he simply doesn't believe that Mamdani is the person New York City needs in these extremely turbulent times. Okay, go on. He said, we just saw a federal budget passed and signed that will create havoc on New Yorkers in the coming years, in the education system and the health system, and that we cannot afford to plan for the implementation and the funding of Mamdani's policy. Okay, so I know that you're criticizing the big, beautiful bill, but which plans of Mamdani do you have a problem with? And how do you fear the implementation of these plans would negatively affect New Yorkers? I don't know, maybe he gonna tell us. Let's find out. Paterson goes on to say that he ran a great primary campaign, but the general election is different and he doesn't believe Mamdani is equipped to win the general election. Okay, that's super weird how you just skipped over that big ass claim that Mamdani's policies aren't feasible and go on to talk about his electability. So which one is it? Electability or the feasibility of his plans? His grand solution? He says, I truly do believe my fellow Democrats will be doing a disservice to the people they wish to serve if they do not come together and decide to support whichever candidate has the most support among them in advance of November 4th. So, is he aware that the primaries already happened and the Democrats already selected the candidate that they want to support? But let's just say if that wasn't the case and they could just randomly choose a candidate, did you have somebody in mind? Because you did not mention a single name in the entire letter where you criticize Mamdani, say he's not electable, say his policies aren't feasible, and that's it. You just kind of left it there. Because funny enough, although they're both having to run independent campaigns at this point, Eric Adams is currently the mayor of New York and is effectively a Democrat. And Andrew Cuomo is also running for mayor of New York and is effectively a Democrat. Yet you didn't mention either of those two as potential leaders for this upcoming election. I guess Paterson didn't think it would be a good look to directly mention the mayoral incumbent who was in fourth place despite literally being the mayor right now, and an actual sexual predator who just thought we would all forget about it if he just disappeared for like a year and a half. Yeah, Paterson, I think that you and the Dems should maybe just sit this one out and for once, let the people decide who they want to vote for. Because if I'm being real honest, the fact that you, who didn't even win your governorship, you only assumed office after your governor was forced to resign, trying to tell other people what they should and shouldn't do to win office is so ironic that even a blind man could see.